All right, everybody, welcome back for another deep dive. Today we're looking into something pretty wild.
Yeah.
How this pretty crazy election we just had could actually end up impacting Pi Network.
Oh, yeah. This is going to be interesting.
The crypto capital of the planet and the Bitcoin superpower of the world.
I mean, just to set the stage here.
Yeah.
Bitcoin, it hit like a record high.
Oh, yeah.
The second those election results started coming in.
That was wild.
I mean, what does that even tell us about where Picoin could be headed?
Well, it's really amazing to me how crypto and politics, they've just become so intertwined.
Yeah.
The crypto world. It was pretty clear that they were betting on a Trump win.
Yeah.
And the market reacted almost instantly. His whole campaign, it's all about making America into like this crypto capital.
Right.
But what does that actually look like for a platform like Pi Network?
Yeah. That's the big question. Because the sources we're looking at today, they mentioned some pretty bold promises from Trump. A national Bitcoin reserve, a crypto presidential advisory council, all this stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it definitely sounds like a huge shift in attitude toward the entire crypto industry.
Absolutely. So let's take a look at, how Pi Network could potentially benefit from all this.
Okay.
One of the big things the source pointed to was deregulation to Trump administration, especially with the support of Congress, could really reduce a lot of the regulatory hurdles that Pi Network is facing right now.
So what would that actually mean, practically speaking?
So practically speaking, easier to get listed on exchanges, less paperwork for everyday users.
Makes sense.
It could really streamline a lot of Pi Network's operations.
Interesting.
Imagine Picoin becoming, way more accessible for buying and selling on these major platforms. It could also attract more developers, more investors, and that could fuel even more innovation within the whole Pi ecosystem.
Now, the source also mentioned increased adoption.
Yes.
Is that tied to deregulation, or is there something else going on there?
It's definitely connected. A less restrictive regulatory environment would make it a lot easier for businesses to just start accepting Picoin.
Okay.
But, Trump's overall pro-crypto stance could actually have a much broader cultural impact. If the government is actively promoting cryptocurrency, it could lead to, greater public acceptance, more trust, which makes Picoin a much more viable option for just everyday transactions.
Yeah, like, that quote from the CEO of the Blockchain Association.
Right.
She was saying that they feel like they finally have the right people in place to settle policy for good.
Exactly.
So maybe that kind of confidence will trickle down to everyday users as well.
Exactly. And that kind of positive sentiment is already having a huge ripple effect.
Okay.
Look at the Bitcoin surge. That's partly driven by this belief that crypto is entering a new era of legitimacy and growth, and that rising tide, it could lift all boats, including Pi Network.
So Pi Network is potentially on the verge of some major breakthroughs.
Yeah.
But the source also mentioned some potential challenges. What are we looking at?
Well, the biggest one is uncertainty.
Okay.
While Trump's rhetoric has been very pro-crypto, his actual concrete policies remain unclear. We don't know exactly how he plans to actually create this so-called crypto capital, and this ambiguity makes it really difficult for Pi Network to actually strategize for the future.
That's kind of a wait-and-see game right now.
It is a wait-and-see game. Pi Network needs to be really adaptable and prepared to adjust its approach as those policies start to take shape.
Okay.
And then there's also the security concern around a national crypto stockpile.
Right.
This centralized reserve could be a prime target for hackers, and a successful attack wouldn't just damage the government, it could completely undermine confidence in all cryptocurrencies, including Picoin.
That's a good point. So what are your thoughts on all of this? Does the potential for growth outweigh the uncertainties?
It's a really complex situation. There is tremendous potential for Pi Network to thrive in a more crypto-friendly environment.
Yeah.
But it's crucial to approach this new landscape with, cautious optimism. Pi Network needs to be prepared to leverage the opportunities, but also mitigate the risks that come with this changing political landscape.
I completely agree. And so for all of you listening out there, we want to leave you with this. How do you see Pi Network fitting into this new world? Increased adoption, potential regulatory changes, security concerns. What stands out to you as the biggest opportunity or challenge? For Pi Network in this evolving landscape, take some time to think about it. This deep dive is just the start of the conversation. Thanks for listening, everybody.